Oh. Hmm. How do I fix this? Shit. What do you mean? Escape. Okay. But I need to do this now? I can't have it. Sucks. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay. So like what now I need to play it vertical like that? Sucks. I'm not doing it like that anymore. It's gay. It's gonna suck. Okay, let's start kick. So if I do this. No, it's not working. I can't find my eyeliner. Okay, so now I kind of have to do it like that, I guess, huh? What's the point? Why do I... I hate this. Guess I'm gonna have to go like that. This is left. Hmm. I could just keep it like that. I don't know. Wait, did they attack? Boots on the neck. Uh-huh. I think I know what to talk about. Oh my gosh, so sorry. Hold on. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, duh. Hold up. So I guess that's how it's gonna have to be, huh? I'm not putting a bit rate of 6800. That's not gonna work. Okay. Where do I want to put it? Can you just close that? Okay. Sorry, I'm just setting this up. What do you mean a music video? Oh God. Yeah, think. Okay. Let's test. 1, 2, 3. Test. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Test. Okay. Cool. Huh. Okay, this is gay. Is it even streaming? Hi. No viewer? One viewer. Okay. Let me see. Hmm. Hi. Dice gay. Why are you gay? Oh. My bad. You are gay. Okay, hold on. Good, how about you? It's always kind of a slow when we start all over again. Okay, I think it's kicking in. Oh, now my chat is all messed up. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, put it there. Okay, I'm gonna close that. Who's there? Oh, my nightbot. Haha. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Like, I need to. YouTube has, like, some new features that I'm kind of testing. Hopefully my cake chat works. Close. What do you think of Don Lemon? Gay. This. What is there to say? How do you feel about him? Where you been? Was making banana bread. Being autistic. On Twitter Spaces, I have to say. I have to admit. Is it me the older I get, the more the autism level goes up to? I feel so parasocial. I'm like... Yeah. Not really... Anyways. Okay, let's go what's going on next. Sorry, this stream's almost over. I'm just monitoring. See, here's your problem, Marin Gaines. You stream all the time. It's just rude to stream while somebody else is streaming. It's just like... Oh my god. Okay, I thought I killed my stream by accident, but that was my phone. Okay, good. Ow. Okay, good. That's done. Okay. So, we got like some freaking Epstein files. I have no idea if Trump is in there. Do I care? Not really. I want to know who would the method. I want to know if Epstein worked. Who Epstein worked for. That's what I want to know. Hold on. Don't switch. Eh? Wait, the last time I streamed was on the 3rd? Ain't no fucking way. Oh, maybe. Maybe. I meant to, but... I don't know, I'm just not motivated. I'm demonetized now, and it's always like, ugh. Why? Who's not? Yeah. True. Who's that? Wait. Yummy. Oh, who's not following? Thank you, appreciate it. Cool. Say, sorry, we are live. The thing is, I put my streaming aside to help out other people. So, and I've had a lot of stuff to do around the house. So, just a lot of renovations, like, built a whole new cabinet here. Looks nice. I'm happy with it. I had to fix the fridge. I'm still working on that fridge. I've been trying to fix that fridge since, like, what, July? Yeah, crazy. And I got a technician coming for it on Wednesday. Yes, I'm giving up. That's right. No, I'm not giving up. It is financially... It financially makes more sense to have just somebody come to take care of it. Because it's like, if I gotta change the main computer, the main control board, it's like $200. Having the one-time fee is like $335. I'm just like, screw it. Like, just bring somebody here to get it done. Fridges aren't built the way they used to be built, man. Like, you used to have, like, the compressor would die before anything else 10 years later. If you're not feeling it, don't stream. Nah, I gotta get back into it. It's just late. It always takes a while to just get into it. That's why it's good to have, like, co-hosts, but it's just me, myself, and I, you know? It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. Cause I got me for life. Woohoo! Sorry, I had a lot of screaming yesterday. Well, yesterday I had a. Well, here's the thing. My man is my priority, you know, so. If he needs me, I'm here. A lot of cooking, a lot of... Oh, yeah, I cleaned, like, all of the cabinets. Like, I don't know. I've been doing, like, boring housewife work, but necessary. Nice thumbnail. Thank you, thank you. You like the knives? I'm always in the kitchen. I am here this late because me was baking keto banana bread, you see. Me mom died in the holy. Oh, man. Me mom died in the holy. Oi, wait. Look. Oh, I need to pin my shit. Man. You scared to join? There's nothing going on there. It's literally just like my stuff. Don't worry about it. The problem is that the people that are on my Discord are like people who work for a living. So there's nobody that like spends too much time on there, which is based, as you should. I love it. I love to have I love to be surrounded with productive people. I like that the people that tend to stick around here just tend to be people who are like fairly successful, fairly happy in life. And that the people who crap on me tend to be on food stamps and single and subscribe to OnlyFans. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that tells me where I'm headed in life, right? Or that tells me that most successful people are sociopaths with a dark sense of humor. Either way. It's based either way. Let me see. Do we have anybody to like go troll on X? No spaces. Why I can't see the spaces? Friday Night Conspiracies. I don't know any of these people. Yo, Lucifer finally followed me back. There's this chick on Twitter. She's like... She's got a lot of followers, but it's like we always see her on Twitter Spaces. But she never speaks. And she's like, Lucifer, I think she's Japanese, I think. Or Korean, or maybe Chinese. I don't know. But she followed me back. I'm like, Lucifer, follow me back! We always try to invite her to come on. But... who's this nigga, bro? Could need some support. More niggas that are just... Ugh. Asking for money. Stop asking for money! Like, Ooh, it's just me, myself, and solo ride until I die. Cause I got me for life. Ooh. No good space at all. Is Zerka hosting tonight? Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I click? These niggas. No? The fuck? Why is it so hard to know who's on that freaking space? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a crocodile. Shit. I just want a good space. Is that too much to ask? 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 Eh? I thought I heard Suleiman earlier, but... Nah. No, that one's gonna suck. No, it's Shabbat, so... We're not gonna have anything. Why do I not see the freaking spaces on PC? I hate it here. Oh my god. Oh. The fuck? Two people? Huh. Hold up. Let's see where Maze is at. Ha! Knew it. She'd be on a space. Let's see. I got a request, cause it's gonna bug. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Abramovich also connects to Jay-Z because Jay-Z and Marina Abramovich had a close relationship, and he came out today in the emails, and he's
If I'm
involved in
famous,
the
no.
NFL now, which also has multiple owners are being now tied up
I
into
know,
it.
it's like
Like
people ask, are you
it is
famous? I'm like,
a
if somebody
huge
ever says
web
yes, don't ever
that
talk to
is
them again.
weaving that is not just politics,
Unless
it's
they're
also
trolling.
religion, it's also science, it's
So I really want to
sports,
get into
everything
that.
is caught up in this the influence sphere.
Uh,
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's a broad and wide casting. I think it's going to affect a lot of people. I
Jacosta's
know a
got
lot of the Hollywood is one thing, but like you said, a lot of industries. I'm
nope.
telling you that I like. There's we as humans have this. I don't know.
It's a
It's almost
baby.
like we don't care about in the moment because our need to know is like kind of greater than our need for something to happen. Right now, my need for something to happen is like by far great. I need people to get arrested. I want to kind of strip away the things and even that maybe
Where's Jordan?
prioritize what it is that people could literally collaborate and
Nope.
make a lot because that's I think that even the previous drops whether they were real or not or whatever the fuck we gave up a massive amounts of data that they could statistically know and that's not calculated and statistically
Made it.
I think all the numbers kind of are speaking to what they're doing. So I want to kind of defy whatever that
Should
prediction
work.
is by having people actually not be predictable and just kind of swim in this overwhelming amount of data and not do anything, you know? I just feel like it's we gotta I do care. Okay, let me just say this carefully. The people that are making decisions on our behalf are one of the top like I feel like they should definitely be prioritized. The people who are working with children, especially in these NGOs, the Homeland Security, Mayorkas, all of
What the
the
heck?
connections he's had with the trafficking and the border, like everything that kind of happened in those 4 years. Like all of these are responsible for a lot of the crazy shit that's happening and we can go after them if we were to coordinate and organize and apply pressure at the same time, you know?
One of the
So,
thing too, Maze, that's the most insidious is the organizations that are supposed to protect children are actually the ones that are doing some of the most harm to it. I believe it was Laura Gaynor Silsby. She was part of Life Alert, and she got caught trafficking children. And I have to remember what country it is, but all this like is stuff that's finally coming to light now after years of this disgusting stuff. But as a conspiracy theorist and also like into geopolitics and politics,
I don't
the
know how to
number
put
one
it.
thing I can tell you is this is a spiritual war between good and evil, and I'm trying to be closer to God because of it. Because you see this true evil. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. These elites and people believe it's real, and they do horrible things, satanic ritual abuse, like what they do to these children is just beyond disgusting.
Let me guess, it's the
And
Jews.
the fact that, like, if you remember Pizzagate, the person who shot up and destroyed the server then ended up dead. One of the person who debunked Pizzagate was actually found out to be a child predator. Um, a lot of the stuff that they used to be able to call
Oh,
us crazy for before and completely throw away, it's now getting so damning that they can't shut us up anymore.
where's Cam?
Is Liz in here?
Absolutely. Who? Liz?
Liz.
I think he said that she liked his post. I don't think she's in here.
I would love if she could get in. If you guys could at Liz Crokin, she's been doing this forever. She's
I'll DM her. I'll see if she come.
Yeah, I saw her documentary. Just really quickly, I looking at Kim.com's post on the drugs that they purchased, everything from Coke, whatever that is, MDMA, ecstasy, and Cialis. That sounds like a fucking disease.
Cialis.
I don't know.
Cialis.
does it
Cialis.
talk about anything about
Cialis, it's so old men can get hard.
And the other one's
Oh.
Alpana. It's like a Oxycontin. It's like a Roxy.
does it talk anything about adrenalized anything like that? Because they were selling stuff on that with Alibaba. It's I don't know if you guys know about adrenochrome, but it gets dark quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in the nest, but yeah, no, we definitely know about it. Most of us, anyway. Okay, let's tap in with Carol, and then we'll go to Fish or Vlad. Go ahead, Carol.
I had a quick comment about the drug list that you were just reading off. Dilaudid is an opiate analgesic. It's noteworthy that one of the things that you want to keep your eye out for are the drugs in the benzodiazepine class.
See, it always does that.
A lot of drugs are used on victims and survivors to induce anterograde amnesia. So the person can be walking and talking, the person who has administered the drug, but not be able to remember that period of time when they were under the drug. So that's something that we'll find out more. And I also want
That's
to go
bullshit.
back to, where
That's
where
absolute
we go
bullshit.
with this and highlight, yes, the foxes are guarding the hen houses uh, in every sector. So let's not forget
Who are
about
you, nigga?
nonprofit organizations and NGOs whose specific missions are to protect children, protect human rights, or to intervene and provide aid
Hmm.
in third world countries or locations at which natural disasters have happened, providing aid in the form of dentistry, medical assistance, surgery. Okay? Things are going to get worse, in my opinion, when and if there's disclosure of what may have really gone on at the Zorro Ranch. And I don't think that even many of us here are ontologically ready for that conversation, ready for what this is going to say, in my opinion, and based upon what I have seen happening. Foxes guarding the hen house in NGOs providing medical relief.
Yeah.
I don't want to say any more. That's enough. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Shut up.
Did any of you guys touch the angle with the 23andMe with Wojcicki and the
Hold on.
idea?
I
Gotcha.
think she was trying to get a pulse check to see if people know what she's talking about. I mean, I can't say that I know 100%. I'm not in the weeds of that. So I mean, but are you saying, like, it's up to you. I don't know if that's something that you want to share, or if other
Sure.
people, maybe other people know, and I'm just a idiot. But I don't know.
Um,
Do other people know?
well, I think that what you'll get into is, well, trafficking of blood, of
Mhm.
organs. Um, there has been disclosure
Bitch, who the
in the
fuck
Epstein
are you?
files and
Like,
allegations
why are you
from
yapping?
survivors of trafficking
You're a
that
fucking nobody. What the
human
fuck?
genetic material has been sold, um, and that human genetic material has been harvested from victims and also taken um, in a way, how do I say this? Ways that evade international law, international laws that govern the market for these substances. That's so pulse check on that.
Well, yeah. So I mean, I do think that
Mm-hmm.
most people are aware of the organ trafficking and all that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think when you have kind of the larger groups, a lot of people, that's where the cognitive dissonance that you were talking about a little while ago. I think 100% that that's kind of where
I
that kicks
agree.
in. And people just, I think there requires some sort of catalyst to even fathom that level of like crazy. Like, how are humans doing this
Yes.
shit,
Yes.
to each other?
Even the
Um,
people who are here, we're not, it's hard to talk about that.
Do you guys
Okay,
know they
Yeah.
don't talk
Daisuke, you
about
need
the New
to like,
Mexico Ranch at all in any of these files?
you need to stop yapping,
No, they don't. And who brought that
and you
up? I
need
think
to click
Sensei
the
brought that
link
up
that's
earlier,
pinned
that they
up
don't ever
there
talk
in the
about the
chat,
Zorro Ranch.
and you need to
Just
send your
really
chat there.
quickly,
Elon and Epstein talked about Zorro Ranch.
they look at the way Noxie said that, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I know who talks about the Zorro Ranch. Just one more. I think we can just read this last one. I mean, if there's more that you guys come across as you bookmark, but I definitely wanted to get this last one in before, and then we can kind of open it up for discussion and stuff. Of course, I clicked a link. Okay, here we go. So, just really quickly, this is former U.S. Navy SEAL Commander Richard Marcinko. He was in custody over child sex ring investigation in Mexico and was allegedly in possession of a trove of video evidence of Jeffrey Epstein and other U.S. citizens who were engaging in sex acts with children. Motherfucker. Now, let's read what it says. Okay, so this is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and this was in 2019, October 9th, 2019. The title of it is The Lad Forward to Legat, Mexico City. And it's got the case ID Epstein. Okay, synopsis. This lead was generated
that's
to
hurting my
follow up on
eyes.
information that USC Richard Marcinko is in custody in Mexico, regarding a child
Yes,
sex
you.
ring investigation by Mexican authorities that is purported to include video evidence held by Mexican enforcement officials of Jeffrey Epstein engaging in sex acts with minors. The said minors, see, this is why I think Pam Bondi should get fired. The
Oh
fucking
yeah,
bitch,
Pam
excuse
Blondie.
my language, guys. Good morning, okay, if you're just waking up, is a liar. Because she
Yeah.
first said she had 10,000 fucking videos. Then she totally moonwalked on that, and said, oh, but they're just him having porn, child porn. And it's like, well, first of all, okay, bitch, you're a fucking liar, because obviously, A, he was engaging in it, and
Mm-hmm.
B, he's not doing this. Somebody like This is what pisses me off. I think that that's okay. Look, can we prioritize that as something that we continue to talk about? Because she knowingly lied. I pay your fucking goddamn salary. Okay. The taxpayers pay your salary. Who are you to fucking lie to us? Like, I'm pissed off about that. I just
Uh-oh.
wanted to say that out loud. Okay. So let me read this. So enclosed are the following items:
Yeah.
a reports and DMV image of Turner and of Marcin. Okay, the author received an injunction while assigned to the Bureau hotline concerning the Jeffrey Epstein investigation that video evidence of Epstein engaging in sex acts with minor children is in evidence in Mexico City. The caller identified himself as Kenneth Darrell Turner. Can somebody look him up real quick while we're reading this? And the title lead forward. Okay. So it says Turner stated that he had some type of Mexican deputization and is working along with a female former South African law enforcement official in the Mexican investigation. Turner is been insistent that Richard Marcinko, who is a former U.S. Navy SEAL commander, oh my God, is currently in custody in Mexico. Let's see. Okay, Turner states Marcico is being held in charges entertaining or pertaining, it's like missing letters, pertaining to a child sex ring, and the Mexico law enforcement official, known only to the author as Jorge, is in possession of a trove of video footage of Jeffrey Epstein and other United States citizens. See, this is where she blatantly fucking lied. Engaged in sex acts with minor children, some of whom are reported to be United States citizens as well. I don't know why it says that twice. Turner has remained in contact with the author of an on an infrequent basis and is yet to provide any evidence of these claims. The author is requesting that Legat Mexico City attempt to verify the incarceration of Marcinko and any inquire with Mexican law enforcement officials of the video evidence of child sex acts. Okay, anyway, so yeah, that was another one. I'll put this in the nest.
Damn.
I also put some photos, Maze, of Pam Bondi with all the wrong people in the nest too.
Thank you. Okay, Vision. And hi, Josie. Nice to see you. Go ahead, Fish. I mean, Vlad.
How's it going from
Yeah,
Russia?
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How are you?
Yeah, what's interesting is before the Epstein files, some guy from Russia, he's like, "Oh, bro, you're a Trump guy. He's a pedophile. He fucks Ukrainian girls." I'm like, "What?" I'm thinking to myself, "What the fuck? Why would you even bring that up? You know, like, well, why would you even say that?" But a few months passed by, and this situation happened where they released the Epstein files, and there's like multiple. There's like this Ukrainian passport, Russian passport. But I will say one concern, one real concern, I guess my grandma, she had for me, even when I came to America, was being trafficked or uh, being put in a position where I got tricked out of my own position. Like, she's like,
Nigga,
"Oh,
women get
you don't
trafficked.
know who you might be talking to. It might look like a woman, but it's a male. You know, you have to be like really careful." She didn't want me to like talk and
Careful
get.
about human traffickers
She's
and
like a
trannies,
holy
son.
Christian, like Jewish type of person, and she
Aw.
believed that like, oh, you know, and I also
I'm
believe
going
in
to be
this too,
holy
you know.
Christian and Jewish at the same time. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but you know, she believes in like male and female only, you know, no female to female or male to tranny or whatever. None of that kind of stuff. That's all going to hell, you know. She even believed that like if you even associate yourself with that, you're going straight to hell.
I just want to
So
say
I
real
will
quick because
say this is
that's
a
funny.
real
She
deal
said you have to
in
be
terms of
careful
the
of
Epstein files, like what they showed in the Epstein files. I
shit.
do believe it, and I do not believe it's not a hoax. It is not a hoax. I mean, from what I look, those look to be like young Russian girls, something or some situation that is sort of common in Russia, where I will say if you're a very important person, possibly from another origin, another nationality, this is a way to get rid of somebody. Yes, they were laughing at me when I said, "Oh, Putin and Trump handshake," and now Trump's on his hand like something is forming, looking like an alien, you know. So
That's not good.
with this situation, they saw Bill Gates. He was looking for a sex partner. What did the Russians do? They said, "Hey, buddy, we got some teenage, beautiful-looking girls. You want to fuck him?" And they know they got STDs, they got all kind of diseases. They sent that bitch over to fucking Epstein Island.
Test.
Let that bitch fuck
Okay, that's a lot of
Bill
Yeah,
Gates,
that's
you know?
like, yeah, chill,
Well,
man.
Yeah,
so
well, they got infected. I'm convinced 100% sure that Bill is 3,000% infected, and
and
he's not gonna last long, you know, with that
and that's
kind of
another
infection.
thing. I'm glad you said that because you just reminded me of something. So that's another thing. But single-handedly, Bill Gates right now, um, I think is responsible for massive amounts. This is from the whole COVID and the vaccine. In addition to that, okay, he
Wait, you
legit.
think that the
Hold
COVID
on.
thing might be like a situation of him trying to carry out revenge? Like he knows he's gonna fucking
No.
pass away
I'm
from STDs, or you know, this is
Well, I think he's just completely void of a fucking soul. I don't know what he is. He's a fucking drone cyborg fucking nerd.
yeah.
Revenge of the nerds motherfucker. So
Very
I
nice.
I think that there's an element here that was highlighted in that long thing where the long email where she was pleading for help. She said over and over again that Melinda has a bunch of information and that she knows, right? In addition to the what looked like a draft email. I don't know if he sent it or not, but was Epstein to Epstein, where he was basically confronting Bill Gates about slipping her medicine. Now we know that they ended up getting a divorce because of this, right? All of this shit, like, why the fuck is this little pompous fucking nerd motherfucker getting on his little private jet, flying around making plans to vaccinate the rest of the fucking world? Like, these are the things that we have to, like, not let slip. Like, that's
STD
huge.
Bill.
He got kicked out of India too multiple times, Maze, because he was giving the polio vaccine to the Indian population, and they found out after there was multiple people
Oh
had
boy.
paralysis and different things like that. The amount of shit Bill Gates has done, even with the mosquitoes he injected and changed the sex of mosquitoes, he's done so many horrible,
Bro.
horrific things that don't even involve the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, one of the
I,
worst things he done is he went to Africa where those vaccine trials before this is way before COVID,
yeah,
all
in
this.
Kenya.
He did vaccine experiments on Africans. Like
It's not
innocent
even
Africans, just
experiments.
random ones. He said, "You want it to become part of a
Mm.
scientific trial?" And he fucking poked him with unknown
Test.
substances, you know?
No, it's known. Guess what it was?
Test. 1, 2, 3.
He actually sterilized them
Test. 1, 2, 3.
because
Test.
Ah.
1, 2, 3.
so this is all documented by the World Health Organization. Okay, they ended up getting samples of those vaccines because they actually
Test.
when
1, 2, 3.
he requested samples of the manufacturer and
Whoa.
they tested those. Obviously, they passed. So he went to the sites in which they administered them
Test.
and
1,
he
2,
grabbed
3.
samples from all of them. And
Same shit.
I think it was like 3 out of 5 of every one all came back with HGC, but the pregnancy hormone. So you know how
What the
when
fuck?
you take a urine test for pregnancy, it's able to detect a hormone. So what it did is it created the immune response to that hormone, so it attacked the
I
fetus,
don't
your immune
understand.
system. So all the women were having all of these
Ow.
miscarriages, an unusually huge spike right when it was a tetanus vaccine that they did this with. It was a vaccination program through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, through the World Health Organization. This program turned out to be catastrophic for the
Let's
women who
input.
were pregnant. And not only that, this was now a lifelong deal. They couldn't undo it. It's so fucked up, and no one ever saw a day of fucking jail because of it, and it's all documented. I have
And
like all
Yeah,
of
the
the
thing is, he
receipts.
didn't want to do the rat experimentation testing because with rats, you have to wait a long time, guys. It takes like 30, like long
Poor
time, 20
rat.
years. I mean, to seriously perfect something and get it down, it takes a long time, 10 years minimum just to get started because you have to see all these after effects and all this kind of stuff. And he's
The
like,
long
okay,
term
to
effects, but
speed
this
up the
was
testing, I'll go to
Uh-oh.
Africa and start poking people down there because you get an immediate, pretty much immediate scientific result. And you can come to a scientific conclusion because these
well,
are human bodies. These are how we're going to react to it, not
but
rats,
they
but
already
how
had the
people are going to
testing for
react to it.
tetanus. This was an intentional sterilization, and I'll
Yeah,
tell you,
yep, yep.
like they already had like tetanus has been kind of around for a long time, but also this is after the Kissinger report where it's specifically called for the lowering of the population of the global south, whether it's overtly or covertly. And there was a lot of kind of, this was
Try that
one of
again.
many ways in
Hello?
which they
Hello?
did that.
Hello?
The
Okay.
polio vaccine in now what you're talking about is exactly what they did with Indians in India. It was a whole bunch of kids that were the guinea pigs, like Vlad's talking about, for the polio vaccine, where they injected them with like the live virus. Many of them died. Many of them ended up handicapped and fucking. Man, these people are so
was
fucking
it
vicious.
Maze? Was it Ghana that they did the chickens that they killed a mass amount of chickens after they genetically modified the chickens, and then it created a huge
Başım
thing. I
ezmez
think it was
Özlem.
like a disease spread from it, like an avian flu or something like that, and it wiped out massive
Oh,
populations in Africa.
yeah.
Well, I don't know about that one actually, but I would love to know more. But this is what I do know.
Hmm.
We need to go after that motherfucker, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you
Time.
that if there's ever
Fish me the
anything
fuck
that could
out.
actually be a way, because good luck going against the medical industrial complex because
Uh.
you have like whatever big farm. We're gonna do that still, okay? That's still in progress. But can we please go for this low hanging fruit that I think these fucking emails give us? We have to put the pressure on them to remove this piece of shit who is effectively given how many
Trump
millions.
and him, that's his
Exactly.
buddies. That's his
Trump.
buddies. Yeah,
Yeah, so
because I don't know if you know this, Maze, but Trump recently announced, like I'll say a couple months ago, that they have invested in Intel. So they invested 10% Intel. U.S. government controls manufacturing of 10% Intel because they want to produce their own chips for military. But they are buddies and buddies type of thing with Trump and Bill Gates. They definitely they're buddy type of people.
I know, and that's what makes
Yeah,
me
he's
sick.
gonna do him favors, and that guy's gonna do him favors back. So
Did you see we
you
just
can see
left the
how it
World
is.
Health Organization, Mace?
They
Actually,
voted for
Yeah.
America Great
Oh,
again, but
hold.
they got a Phil for it award again.
Yeah. No, he's yeah. But so the whole leaving the World Health Organization is if so. I would say that's a huge
Hmm.
win. However, it's not going. There was some things that I think are important to know about that is that there's a
I'm
whole
so
year
hungry.
before it's actually effective, or in effect, I should say. It takes a year for that withdrawal to actually be in effect. And there was a few things, and I'm only saying this because I think it's important for us to keep an
I'm
eye
kind
out.
of
Don't feel
tired
like
too.
we're out of the woods, because some of the things that he said almost seemed like he was using this as a leverage to potentially get other countries to, give more money and to also get more control over how the pharmaceuticals were distributed. This was by Dr. Kat that she posted about it. If you guys know who Dr. Kat is, you should definitely look at her site. Just type in WHO, and I'm pretty sure it'll pop up pretty quickly. But just to keep that in your mind, because I know a lot of times we're like, woof, check, off the list, but I don't think it's fully until that happens, I think we
Was
still
it
have
Tetro McMillan, I think, that ran Gavi that was very cozy
and
with Bill Gates, and he basically ran cover for him. Bill Gates also was the #1 funder of the World Health Organization.
well, he was the number 2 funder, and believe it or not, it was actually Germany, which I thought was really strange. Germany, then it was Bill and Gates Foundation, then it was the United States. Um,
Oh, I
this is
thought it
the
was US first, and then it was Bill, and then we backed out, and then it was Bill. My bad.
No, no, no. So I'll just say that perhaps we could have been looking at separate years, but what I
Actually, can't
know
hear my
from 2
fucking
years
stomach.
ago, prior to the whole pulling out happened. So you might be right now if it's post pulling out, but prior to pulling out, it was
It's just
Germany.
depressing.
Which is so strange to me because if you look at the size of Germany, like what the fuck was that about? Let me go pull that up. I mean,
They're
because I
back to
felt
their
like
old tricks.
My
it
bad.
was just strange. Go ahead, Josie, jump in, but let me go look for
Hey,
that.
can you guys hear me?
Say what now?
Can you guys hear me?
Hey, Harold.
Barely.
Okay,
You kind
good.
of sound like you're in a submarine somewhere underwater.
I sound underwater?
Okay, now you sound a little bit better.
That's weird. I'm on my
It's a
mic.
little muffled. I don't know what
Yeah,
it is.
muffled.
It's muffled. Huh. Okay. Do you want me to switch to my
Well, I
phone?
mean, yeah, nigga. Why you ask us if we could hear you? Obviously, you know you got some sort of device. Do you have a Bluetooth in or something, or
Yeah,
what?
no, I'm on my computer. That's why, like, I messed up with a bunch of stuff. I don't know why it's doing that. It's annoying.
It sounds better
Well, you're
now.
fine now.
It's fine now.
Thanks, man.
Man, X is
Yeah, you
such
sound better.
dog shit on PC. It's crazy. Oh my god. Elon, richest man in the like. Seriously, instead of like smashing chicks on the freaking Epstein Island or what, trying to go on the Epstein Island, he should have worked on his fucking app. That thing is dog shit. On God. Like, okay. Do we know yet if the motherfucker, like, what I want to know is like whatever they were doing. We know that was nasty, right? Here's what I want to know. Was he a Mossad? Or was he not?
Did you see
Wait,
the
what?
email where they specifically said he's like not Mossad, which is the most Mossad thing to say?
That's
Yes, he's
very, as
fucking
a Jew, I
Mossad. What are you
can
talking
confirm.
about? There's specific things pointing to him being Mossad for sure. I don't know if Destiny is awake.
I
Let me go
think
out the
it
house.
was
She's not even up here.
I know she dropped, but I don't know if she dropped on accident or what.
Oh,
Hey,
got it, got
Maze,
it.
I remembered who told me about the Ukrainian teenage girls in the Epstein files. His name is Vladimir. I'm gonna send you his profile.
like you.
He comes up sometimes as speaker. He's in Moscow, but he speaks
Okay.
English. He speaks English, and he'll tell you like I don't know where he got that piece of information, but yeah, it's very strange. He said, "Oh, your Trump guy is a pedo," and he
It's
said,
not a
"Oh, he
pedo.
fucks
Like,
Ukrainian girls,"
that's
you know.
But hold on 1 second about the whole Epstein thing being a Mossad. There was a specific document. I'm about to find that bitch for you too. Because that was some of the other things that I thought, oh, it's you know where it is? It's in my screenshots because I screenshotted that shit.
Didn't
All right.
also Acosta specifically tell I mean Dershowitz specifically tell Alex Acosta that he was quote unquote intelligence into layoff for the whole sweetheart deal?
Yes, that is exactly what happened back in that's what was said about that deal. Acosta said that that's why he made the deal was because he was told to back off. That he was an informant for intelligence. But then in here, this document here, which is this is the Federal Bureau of Investigation Unclassified. Okay. So, and I'm about to put it in the nest for you guys. I'm just trying to. So this is a CHS reporting, and it says that the CHS believed. Oh, okay. Well, this is Dershowitz, but I have another one. So CHS believed Dershowitz was co-opted by Mossad, subscribed to their mission. Hold on, it's up here on this
Is
thing.
this the Indonesian billionaire that was claiming this? Because it was like one informant that was
Oh,
claiming it.
Trump. It says Trump. Damn, I didn't even see this. Trump. has been compromised. Israel and Kushner
Yeah, so
is
Maze, this is
yeah.
one Indonesian like billionaire that claimed it. It's not substantiated or anything like that. It's just going off of they sat down, I guess, with the FBI, wrote it down, and that was his informant or his like information, but there's nowhere that it was like substantiated or anything.
Well, that specific document, but there's definitely lots of evidence. So I'll just tell you right now that let's just say you put these files aside. Have you looked at Whitney Webb's 2-volume
The One Nation Under Blackmail.
yes, where she provides primary sources, pretty much like at the end of every chapter, she goes through these are pulled from all kinds of court documents, all kind, and then there was also who what's his name? Barack, the one wasn't he the one that but there's stuff there, but I did see stuff today too that's in the bookmarks, but it was a
Yeah,
lot.
he's
We
the
gotta
former
find.
prime minister of Israel, and Virginia Giuffre accused him of her of Edward Barack of violently abusing her, and was one of the most sinister and darkest people she said that she dealt with.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it, but I don't think, which means that's why I think he's very capable of um,
I, I,
you
I
know,
just I just wonder
what?
why now?
Why now what?
They couldn't come up with that stuff like during the election, like 2015, 2016, 2020. No, like,
Well, the
Well,
interesting
wasn't
thing,
there a deadline with what Massey and Rakana did or no?
it was supposed to be released. They released a smaller amount before, but the DOJ and everything I've seen, this was like caught everybody by surprise. Nobody was expecting the DOJ to drop this today. But I
it's
don't
just
know too,
very
Josie.
weird that they had all that goody stuff on Trump that could have definitely hurt him in the election, and that they didn't manage to come out with it. Like, I don't
Well,
know. It's just a little sus.
from what I've seen, it's resurfaced claims, but the thing that's interesting, I don't know if you know this, but in 2015, Trump was actually an informant going against Jeffrey Epstein. There's videos I could find of it where he gave as much information, sat down and did a deposition explaining about Jeffrey Epstein. And even in 2015, Trump says that Bill Clinton's going to have a lot to deal with Jeffrey Epstein and his island. If you guys want, I could find the clips for those and put them up in the nest.
I mean, I thought
So
that
they're
was a known
using
I
this
know
thing.
stuff.
what you're talking
No,
about.
I
There
thought that
was
was a known
one.
thing. Like, he did say, like, he cooperated, like, it was kind of known. No?
What I don't understand is why is he like, oh, this is a Democrat hoax that looks so guilty and so bad. Like he's acting like Epstein doesn't exist
Well,
when
they all
clearly,
lied, did
yeah,
they not?
I don't understand
Well,
that.
I think that
But
there's,
he
like, a lot
did.
of,
So he was.
Go ahead, Rachel.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Chelsea.
Rachel.
Okay. I just think that there is a lot of cards that are into the Epstein files, right? And that it's like, you don't want to like lay out all your good cards all at the same time when you can actually use them for leverage in the first place. And second, if you think of all the rich and powerful people that are in there, imagine you release that stuff all at once and all those scandals come out all at once. Wouldn't that like crash the stock market too?
It almost like ended
I
the
don't give
NFL
a
today came
fuck
out.
if the stock market
Yeah,
crashes.
you
And
do,
look,
but obviously, like,
just
obviously they
just to be
care.
clear, I do think that a lot of this, I'd mentioned this before, this isn't, something I want to be true, but it would be retarded for us to think that all of this isn't calculated by probabilities of what would push society over the threshold of what they accept and what they don't. All of that is statistically
Oh yeah, for sure.
decided, I think, by major decisions. However, I also do believe in divine intervention. I believe in God, and I do believe that there might be things that do actually work against, maybe those calculations and predictions. Who knows what this is? But I will tell you one thing: if none of these motherfuckers go to jail, okay, I'm gonna be more pissed off than I was before the fucking release of the Epstein files. Like, I do not want. They redacted things that are in the nest right now that have zero. To me, if you're saying you love the one of torture, there's no reason your name should have been redacted. those are the ones that should be exposed. Why the fuck did that stupid lying fucking blondie bitch, and I don't care, I'm a curse all the way up until 6
I
a.m. where I
call
know
her
people are
Pim
getting
Blondie. Go for it.
man, fuck that hoe, okay? I don't care.
She's
I
a
don't
dumb
care.
thought.
She lied to the people, okay? It is clear. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post this shit as soon as I get off here. Excuse my cursing. I apologize if you
I
guys
know.
are
I
like,
mean, like
but
we all
I'll just
heard
say
her like a few days after the election. Oh, the phones are on my desk. We're gonna release it. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch.
yeah. But
Can't
she
we at least?
said, so she initially admitted that there were thousands of tapes. Then she said, "Oh, I found out that these were all just of child porn. Like in other words, there was
CP.
no other people involved."
Oh yeah, it's all CP.
However,
It's all CP. I'm like, release, bitch.
oh yeah, that's
Goddamn.
what we should call it. I'm sorry, but exactly, I'm absolutely not gonna let that go. But guys, it is 6 a.m. here, and so I'm gonna wind it down. But I just wanted to thank all of you for coming. Shout out to Carol, who came up here and helped us read, and obviously my lovely co-host Rachel, and my other one who's probably knocked out, and this amazing panel, Coyote. Sally, Shadow, Mr. Anderson, Layla, we haven't even heard from you. But okay, Vision, everybody that came up here. Did I miss anybody?
Thanks a lot,
Josie.
Maze.
I no, I was looking, girl.
Thanks a lot,
Relax.
Rachel. Sorry,
Mhm.
meme.
Thanks, Maze. I'll read for you anytime.
Oh, I appreciate you, hun. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more of these spaces. There's so much to go through. I just recommend when you guys see these, bookmark them and put them in a little bookmark folder so that next time we have one of these spaces, we'll just go through them, read them. Because, guys, and then after that, go through and clip this because some people, they don't have the bandwidth to read or the attention span. But guess what? They'll listen while they're in their car, they will scroll and listen. So clip it, clip the pieces, and post them. It's important for this information to get out. It really is. As uncomfortable as it is for me, to be honest with you, I don't know if you guys could tell. I'm having breathing problems. Like I can't. I get anxiety like a motherfucker. This shit right here is extremely difficult for me. Um, it's just because it tests everything that my entire spiritual being and what I think about the world and humans is always challenged
I know it's
in
difficult. I
situations
know
like this.
it's
It's
like
fucked, man.
if
Fucked.
you
But
need
we
help
gotta do it
if you
though.
need
We
help
gotta
reading
do
the
it.
stuff so you don't have to like put up with it, let me know.
It's just the whole fucking thing. Like to hear this, to
Yeah.
think this, and to like. Did you hear the one with George Bush fucking the first? Well, what the fuck is that?
And it's
I
just
want to go to
like
that. I want to. Ooh, let me not say some bad shit. Okay,
it's just like how the fuck are
I disavow
you
my own thoughts.
how the fuck are you weirdo into so much weird ass stuff? It's like a giga chat that just gets pussy. Let me tell you, there's only
No,
so
they
much
just
pussy they can get until they're just like, okay, whatever. But no, those people,
not
it's like the
even that though.
threshold just keep going up and up and up, and it's like they never have
Yeah.
enough. They're fucking weirdo. Bill Gates, that
Okay.
motherfucker, I knew he was
What
up
the
to something.
fuck? God damn, girl. 1 second. Relax. Just, I don't know if you know now. Now you're very loud and clear. Very loud and clear. But I agree with you. But I also want to say this, though. There's something much deeper than a sexual perversion. I need you guys to understand that. Sexual perversion is a part of this, but there's something very fucking evil. When I tell you evil, this isn't something that is like, oh, I had a moment of weakness. No, motherfucker. Okay, you have some like the ritualistic shit that they're doing with these children, babies. Where are you getting these fucking babies from? It gets darker and darker and darker and darker. And that is where I have a hard time breathing, sleeping, thinking about it. It's going to take me months to shake this shit. But at the end of the fucking day, if we're a society in which we allow this to happen by turning our head or our attention to the next shiny object, then I think that we're a failed society, and I do believe in Destiny's fucking prediction about the cataclysm. Not even like this is why I think that the cataclysms happen when society gets to this level to where we can't protect these kids. And I'm sorry, guys. I know it's a hard thing, but I just don't know what else could do it other than, something like that, where a reset and a start over, because Anyway, let me just shut up. Okay, go ahead, Yote, and then we'll get final words, and then we'll oh, and Layla, and then we'll shut down.
I just made you a
Oh,
little
and Hitch
video up
Slap, come
top.
up
I
here
spent.
and give us. Hold on, let me just tell Hitch Slap.
Crazy.
Come up here and tell everybody what space your space is, so that they can have a place to go to in case they stay up. But go ahead, Yote.
Oh, I can't wait to go to that. It's just having a space that'd be great and fantastic. And everybody, thank you today for coming up here and making this possible for Maze Love's
Yes, I'm still fostering.
100K. I just put you a little up top right there. If you go up top, I made a little video for it, and it doesn't have I didn't put your song on it, so I'm sorry about
Thank
that.
you.
But it does have a little, a little theme to it. I sat and diligently did this, as we go. So I hope you
I love
enjoy
that
it.
song.
I do like it too. I don't know why she doesn't like. She's got a thing with it. I think she used to back when she was a Crip and a Blood. I think she used to bang it or something back in the day. Anyway, we don't know about this mysterious lady, but it is a good. I'm glad you do got 100K because it's not just for you, but for us. We have like more power now. We have that 100K.
This guy.
Bow, 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 bow. I don't know what AI you use, okay, but that shit is fire. Cause the AI I use does not come out like that. It makes me fucking, I don't know, it doesn't work.
AI is like a
I
bitch. You have to train her. Haha.
but I mean, I don't even know if I'm saying, am I saying anything in those? I couldn't hear them because this was on, but
Oh yeah, you're saying some stuff.
but it actually, like the words actually come out right.
Words
Because
coming out
Grok
right,
sounds
just
like
right.
I'm saying some crazy shit, like rah, rah, rah. Like I don't even
No,
know
no,
what
no,
the
no.
fuck it's saying. Okay.
Sounds like a little princess. And I got a. What do you see? This little video I got out with Pookie over here. Oh, I can't wait.
Maze, I'm glad I was here to witness, in and out of consciousness here and there, but congratulations on the 100K, girl. Yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, super glad.
It happened super quick today. Like I've been freaking at 99.8 for like I don't even know how long, and then all of a sudden it's like bloop.
Now
I'm
you got your
right.
sound bowl, you did your thing, and they couldn't help it. So
Well,
congrats. You
thank you.
deserve it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead, Layla. What you got on?
Hey, Maze. Can everybody hear me
Hi.
okay?
Yeah.
Hi. Oh my God. Congrats. I want more of you. Thank you so much. So happy you got the 100K. But it's not just about the number of people that follow you. It's about the content. You are amazing in everything that you do and everything you say, and it's so hard right now to say the truth. So for me, that is so huge. Um,
Thank you, honey.
that's a simple. That's only that's the only thing I wanted to say is that it means a lot for you to keep out for you to keep saying what is true when everything is like being truth is like it's hard right now, you know. So that's all. I'm gonna land it there. I just wanted to say thank you, Maze, for including you, for including me, for including us, for saying the truth.
Absolutely. Love, I think that there's nothing more important in times like this right now. I really do believe that what happens in this next paradigm has everything to do with this like generation that's shifting over, right? Like everything's about to change. And I think if we are not the ones that are kind of bringing and forcing our values and just the shift between we everything what truth is gonna completely morph into whatever the fuck they want it to be. You know why? Because they have this ability to program. They understand the human psyche so well that if we're not learning agency in our own perception of what's happening, we could be very vulnerable to whatever that looks like. So
Oh, we've got another chat.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Layla. And I mean, everybody's contributing to that.
there?
All of you
And
guys
just
are dope as fuck.
and one more thing is like, you remember that we used to have this saying is like seeing is believing,
Yeah.
but
Now,
now
not anymore.
not anymore with AI. It's almost yeah. Thank you. That's
I'm
all.
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie right now. Like, to be honest with you, I think that I've had some random thought trails, okay, when I'm sitting by myself and there's like little Tweety birds and I'm just sitting there like, oh my God. Have you guys ever just had a random thought trail about like what, not really knowing what's real and what's fake? Because AI is getting so fucking good at mimicking what's real that it just the improvement it's made literally in the matter of 1 year, okay, with creating images and videos is, just imagine what 5 years from now is, as it's exponential too, right? Like, it's crazy.
I don't know, man. AI has been
I
so disappointing to me.
Like,
I
think about this.
literally
They have the if they're able to basically, if everything is saved on a cloud, pretty much, or internet, they could update everything, like boom, and change it. And you're gonna go looking for your receipts, and your receipts have changed. Okay. And all I'm saying is that how are you gonna
Maze
prove? I'm just
Maze. I literally posted a video of
Test.
cars
Okay.
sliding, and this was not like AI. It was real. But do you know how many out of I've done the calculation, out of 100 people, like 30 people thought it was AI. Can you imagine? And this is a real video. You know, and so right now, I think AI is going to, and I think that is what is. I think it's. How should I say this? If you can, we know the truth, right? You and I, and everybody on this panel, everybody here knows what is true. But once you
Hello?
try to
This is fucked.
distinguish the truth from the
I'm
fake
gonna end this.
news, then everything is basically up. Uh, everything is up for discussion, which is never which was never the case before.